So we just got to our Peanut Boat Harbor. We're about to head on to Nick's boat and do our first real lake dive.
We are. It's gonna be colder, it's gonna be deeper, and it's gonna be bigger. But I think we're ready.
Yeah, colder is right, which is why I got this, but I don't know if I'm ready.
We're definitely ready.
Let's see what this dive is about. As Nick was driving, we got dressed in the back, and the further we got out, the more it hit me. This is about to happen.
I could tell Skubie was getting nervous, but I tried to keep my calm and let him know everything would be fine.
And I was fine, for the most part. But what got to me was how cold it was, so I got creative in finding ways to stay warm.
I stayed away from the workouts and relaxed, and in no time we had arrived to our dive spot. It was picture-perfect northeast Michigan, with its forested shoreline and Lake Huron as far as the eye could see.
Okay, I mean, you guys watching each other. All right, don't worry so much about me. I mean, I'm gonna be watching you guys together, but I want to see how you guys work together.
After Nick gave us a rundown, we geared up just as it started to rain, which made it feel even colder.
As dive buddies, we're required to make sure everything's okay before we go in the water.
So we have to do a check. It's called Because We Really Aren't Fish.
BWRAF.
B. This would be C. Weight. Got your weights in there?
Weights.
Releases.
Now you're checking the air. Yep, make sure air's on.
Final okay. Perfect.
Okay, good job.
Honestly, I wasn't ready.
You ready?
But it was time to just get in the water.
Pretty good.
I thought Skubie would be the one to back out.
What? You stayed there? You're supposed to go in with me. Thanks a lot. You can jump.
What is that? There you go. And we can just pull ourselves up this line.
We pulled ourselves along the line because of how choppy the water was.
Oh no! It's cold.
It's cold!
When diving, it's always important to orient yourself to something. On a choppy day like this, you can easily get lost with the current. The wreck we dove on is called Hotiner's Barge. It's an old barge ship that was damaged during a storm and sunk to the lake floor.
It was originally in 3 sections, but after an attempt to salvage it from the water, the wreck fell apart and its remains rested here.
To think, people worked on the ship in its heyday. It was mind-blowing.
As usual, Nick threw some dive skills at us, but at this point, we were old pros.
We wrapped up our dive feeling more comfortable and confident than ever before.
Good job.
Hola!
All right, so Teresa and Skubie just completed their first open water dive out here in Lake Huron in the Big Lake. They did good. There's still some things they need to practice. Their buddy skills were pretty good. They stuck together. I was happy with that. Wasn't great conditions out here today, so that was pretty rough. The visibility was not great. They learned the importance of orienting to the downline and orienting to the wreck, because when we got current running and big waves, you can get lost pretty quickly. But we stayed together. We did it. Open water dive #1 in the books.
Scuba diving is real. We just completed our first open water dive on Lake Huron.
It was a lot of fun down there, just to see that shipwreck, swim around a little bit more than we usually have. Cold at first, but I warmed up at the end of it.
We got comfortable as soon as we figured out that we had our air and we were good. But now all that's left to do is take our final exam.
And I hope you studied no cheating off of my test.
After 3 more open water dives, we are ready for the last step to becoming certified.
Leading up to the final exam, we've taken 4 different chapter quizzes. And out of all of them, this one was the hardest of them all.
You ready? Moment of truth. All right, you both passed.
Woo! I wasn't expecting that.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Certified divers.
It was cool getting certified and all that, you know.
So thanks to the Great Lakes Divers, we are now officially certified. Teresa, how does it feel?
It feels great, you know. I feel like my time was well spent, and it's also cool to walk away from this having something so unique to treasure from Northeast Michigan.
Yeah, definitely. And Alpena itself is unique. Seeing those shipwrecks throughout our dives was definitely a fantastic sight to see, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was an incredible experience. If you guys are thinking about it, you should definitely get scuba certified.
I mean, we do know a guy at the Great Lakes Divers
We
Shop,
do.
so definitely get to that. But unfortunately, this is our last episode of our series.
Thanks so much for joining us on our journey, and we really hope to see you in the water soon.
Yes, get certified.